Hey, what's happening out there, YouTube family? This is Robert L. Jones Jr. coming at you with some more Tribe of Judah poetry. All right. The first poem of the evening is entitled Chibale, Global Kinship in the Universal Culture. An eclectic diversity of multifarious kinfolk are becoming so spiritually intermingled and soulfully intertwined within a cultural conglomeration of universally shared precepts and those equally cooperating practices of expressive humanness that be para-educating their fiery explosive mysteries of mindfully mesmerizing enrichment, thereby divinely brightening the most thoughtfully obscure states of swarthy comprehension with some mightily dilating illuminations of cipher integrated revelation and the monochromatic stagnation of a highly enlivened people's collective gray matter gets suddenly transfigured into a psychedelic medley of kaleidoscopic brains that creatively get blended together and evenly meshed into that vividly abiding community of consciously prismatic knowledge and understanding. And from this colorfully eye-filling assembly of sundry earth and uniquely distinctive clay, there is the greatly coalescing phenomenon of many legionary psyches communing coherently in the wisely refined dwelling place of some mutually inclusive oneness, where every lively element of fleshly camaraderie and life-supplying blood be tearing down those madly separating partitions and globally divorcing walls of a millennial apartheid that should never be. And with the thunder snaring rhythms of charismatically booming drum circles and harmonically chanting outcries of undivided solidarity, a beautifully lineal family of righteously outstanding cats and virtuously superb felines be truthfully coexistent in that groovy verisimilitude of an ever ceremonial hodgepodge of fancifully varied energies, becoming so strongly unified in a passionately kinetic bond of interrelating excellence. And we specially designed and wonderfully peculiar scions of an anciently maternal cosmos, be those radically fantastic ligaments and extraordinarily enduring sinews of life, which has been so infallibly pieced in kind-hearted unison by the highly intelligible perfection of an absolutely powerful source of splendiferous infinity. And now and evermore will be that vitally solidified embodiment of a once naively isolated diaspora of scattered bards and widely dispersed thespians who has miraculously been stone persuaded to utterly abandon the wickedly intriguing anathema of socially discriminating distance and seclusion, so that with the predicated eloquence of some exceedingly genuine fellowship, all inventive manner of cleverly insightful verse writers and magically versatile songsters be intimately synthesized and smoothly espoused into a perennial fusion of perpetually funky ideas and ingeniously deep inspiration. And such artfully deliberating tropes and epistle dishing words from the heart be supremely releasing both their bohemian and Promethean deliveries of orally electric revolution to a multitudinous turnout of ethnically exquisite mortals who be easily flaunting the naturally flattering beatitudes of their individually cherished identities in this world, but at the same time be excitedly quickened to the happily stimulating accord of proudly celebrating and unconditionally appreciating the wildly spectral aesthetic of multiracial glory and radiance, with those blissfully accepting embraces and emotionally fervent greetings of tenderly enfolding sentiment that would lovingly heal all of the grievous wounds and sorely afflicted ills that devilish hatred has so painfully perpetrated. So every last one of us altruistic scholars and we prudently penetrating savants of mind-opening wisdom be so readily instant in that fluently conversing season of speaking and singing and rhyming and rapping them unselfishly uttered vulgates of sweetly magnanimous disclosure, which be sincerely manifested from the purely introspective power of some peacefully bestowed argots, flowing forth free and astutely from the ecumenical tongues and ubiquitous lips of dope lyric enthusiasts, and them Parnassian prophets of victorious hope and deathless vision. And a planetary tribe of fellow Homo sapiens will begin again to be a joyfully concerning gumbo of brotherly and sisterly affection. Once their spiritually connected and soulfully magnetized dimensions of empathetic assurance become that organically akin league of melting pot inhabitants occupied only with the invaluable program of engagingly meditating and allying ambitiously within the congregating zenith of some neighborly delight and society changing comradeship for everybody under the benevolent sun. The second poem of the evening is entitled Parable of the African Presence, Black Regalia. Brightly illuminating as the infinitely structured magnification, the countless spectacle of sparkling stars and striding galaxies, divinely charmed, heavenly gift with the shimmering countenance of the almighty Shekinah presence, effortlessly hurled like smooth stones thrown with a mighty toss to the open, raging waves of the ocean, across the endless, darkened abode of the universe, yet perfectly arranged in their predestined positions of glittering exhibition, within the individualistic placements of striking mid-air stillness, proudly displaying their flickering, magical glows of lighted beautification and translucent attractiveness. Reverently paramount as the wondrously flattering awe, the incredible ostentation of the solar system's 9 planets in the unified cipher, the spherically polished bodies of earth in manufacture, flawlessly fashioned, prudently stylized with the unearthly molding of the omniscient creator's benevolent hands, carefully suspended like glistening ornaments, clothing the barren nakedness of branches upon a pine tree during Christmas time, hanging from the reclusive hooks of absolute nothingness, dangling with the eclipse bands of total invisibility, yet made surprisingly steadfast, permanently fixed in the ebony thickness of the Supreme Being's ever-widening throne of glory, valiantly marching in the equilateral circumference of superbly planned proximity, joyously engaging in the rhythmic regiment of speedy intervals of orbited travel, the unbroken repetition of 360 degrees revolutions hastily spinning in the circular motions of dramatic expedience and intense energy, righteously demanding their well-deserved attention, fervently attaining their praiseworthy reputation, successfully claiming their celebrated splendor, explosively dominating as the overwhelmingly incomparable composition, the blinding showmanship of the mighty, mighty Son, wisely chosen, assigned by commission from the Holy One of the ages, to become the radiating potentate extraordinaire of the firmament above, the aerial ruler supreme of the limitless skies, a roaring fireball of unfathomed hotness and thermal preeminence, begotten through the Father's omnipotent workings, into the welcoming celestial environment of central outer space, excellently christened with the imperial name of Ra, flamboyantly robed with the immaculate aura of prominent extravagance, royalistically arrayed with the yellow-orange karma of luminescent gaiety, fluently unctioned with the solar-flared anointing oil of reigning pride, crowned with an inflaming halo of definitive glorification and flattering loveliness. African culture and image, the dual pinnacle of black regalia, dwelling deeply inside the hearts, the souls, the bodies of all my brothers and sisters, as Jesus Christ in the sanctified heart of the devout Christian, and as Allah in the accepting consciousness of the submissive Muslim. Black regalia, the foremost zenith of absolute monumentality and unwavered pride, bursting forth with the consuming projection of an unquenchable inferno, like the supernatural transformation of resurrecting power and greatness of strength from the Asiatic Son of Man when he stood transfigured upon the ancient Mount of Olives before his obedient disciples. Black regalia at the highest peak of elevated knowledge and philanthropic truth, the archival revelations of Afrocentric legacy, depositing into the ego brain and inner person enlightening understanding and holy wisdom, the same that ceremoniously graced the Semitic existence and Hebraic dominion of King Solomon, and had widely opened in a gusty upsweep the formerly drawn draperies which concealed the mysterious ingenuity and dynamic construction of the Great Pyramids, worldly wonderments crafted by the sons and daughters of ancient Egypt. Black regalia, vast and insurmountably matchless, as the reachlessness of a million uncharted frontiers, with jewel-studded performances of dignified, diamond-like entertainment, acted out soulfully by every constellation, aurora borealis, nova, and supernova. Black regalia, unique and utterly distinctive as creation's artistic accessorization of astronomical vanity, making up the colorfully stellar assortment of all the known planetary entities, the prismatic spectrum from Mercury to Pluto. Black regalia, kingly and eternally majestical, heaping unto itself with untamed justification, as a wealthy man his many pleasurable treasures of soul earning and loan possession, the rich, uncorrupted bounty of uplifting allegiance, enduring devotion, and worshiping recognition, which thrives prosperously in indispensable plenitude from history to history, and will remain the undying essence of all eternity, from forever to forever. Thank you so much for listening to these pieces. I hope you like what you heard. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share these videos. I'll be coming back at you with some more Tribal Judah poetry. In the meantime, I bid you shalom.